Hello everyone and welcome back to the podcast. My hormones make me a nutcase.
I'm not a nutcase today.
No, we're feeling alright today. So today we're going to be talking about wins and why it's really important to celebrate any wins that you have.
Not a lot of people do this.
No.
We're so wired to be negative and pick out the negative and remember the negative stuff that when you ask someone, well, what are your wins this week? Well, I don't have any. Oh, come on, there's been 7 days. There must be something in those 7 days that you've done that's a win.
Absolutely. But it is true, isn't it? Like, I feel like, is it society? Is it, I don't know, just we are programmed to be more negative in life. Always focus on those things.
Yeah, like you could, I don't know, you could have just won the biggest award for something and you'll go, yeah, but I didn't do this, this, this and this. And you're like, hang on a minute, like you've just achieved this really big thing. Yeah, all you can think about is the 5 things that might have put you a little bit further.
When I completed the marathon, I was honestly not happy with myself at all. And I still look back on it and feel disappointed.
Which is mental.
Which is mental because I trained for it for so long and I ran it, I completed it.
With COVID. With COVID.
Well,
no.
Pre-COVID, whatever. But yeah, and I think I'm just so disappointed in the time. And it's like, yeah. And I just, but I like, then I look at it and I think, I ran a marathon.
Yeah.
Like, that's, you know.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's so many miles. Oh my God. I feel broken after 7 miles and you run 26 or whatever it is. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Like, not that I'm trying to be like, I ran a marathon, although I should kind of be like, I ran a marathon.
Absolutely, you should. I don't know many people that have run a marathon, so yeah, absolutely.
But it is just like that thing, isn't it? It's like, I crossed that line, I completed the miles, I set out to do what I wanted to do. I did the work to complete that. Yes, I didn't do it at the time I wanted. Yes, I got unwell, but it's like you focus on those things like, well, I wish I'd done it quicker. And it's like, but there's so many wins in that, and I pushed through so many barriers to get there.
And at the time, that is how you felt.
Yeah.
That's how you were giving it everything you gave it.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you had.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be sad about that. Like, because you could have just stopped and not done it at all.
No. There was a moment at the end, like, I could literally see the finish line, and Sam was like, come on, and I was like, in my head, like, I think I'm gonna like pass out or have a panic attack or like, I don't know what was going on, but I was like, I just had to like sit down on the floor, and he's just like, you can literally see the finish line, let's just go. And he was shouting at me, and then our friend Adam was like, leave her alone. She needs just a moment. I was like, yeah, it's funny.
Oh my gosh. It's mad, isn't it? Because like you say, you pick up all those negatives that anyone else would just see it like, wow, you completed like a marathon.
Yeah. And it's always like people when you see, I watch YouTube and stuff, and they're like, you can literally have thousands of lovely comments, but you pick out that one negative comment from all those thousands. Like, you dismiss the fact that all these people are like there cheering you on, like what you do, and you pick out that one negative person that's just like, I don't like you, and then you think your whole life is, revolved around this one negative person. It's just insane. And I suppose you relate that to clients. Like, I think I always ask people, like, what's went well for you this week? What's a win that's happened? Or what's a couple of wins? And they're always like, oh, well, this happened, ended up going out for dinner and ended up having a dessert, or ended up like skipping my gym session. And they can roll off all the negatives. And then it's like, but what's actually gone well? And it's like, they forget the fact that they were consistent and had breakfast every single morning, and they had their really good, balanced, healthy breakfast, and they still went out walking every single day, and they still drank their water. And it's like, but sticking to all those things consistently are all wins. The fact that you skipped one workout and you had a dessert doesn't mean that you failed.
No.
But again, it's picking out those couple of things that maybe didn't go quite to plan, and forgetting that I think people don't see consistency actually as wins, do they?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
And then, like, what did you do after that meal the next day? Did you go out for your walk? Did you just carry on life as it normally is, or did you go there?
Yeah.
Because if you carried on like it normally is, then that's a massive win.
Yeah.
And like you say, like, yeah, people don't see, they're like, oh yeah, but I do that every day. But that's a win.
But that's a win.
You're still doing that every day, and you never used to do that every day.
Yeah.
So that's something different to what you used to do. And
Yeah.
it's putting you on a healthier path than what you were on.
One of my clients said to me the other day, like, oh, I keep setting myself like really similar goals. Like, do I need to switch things up? Like, is this okay? I was like, well, no, because the habits that you're building are really good and really healthy. We don't need to set you any crazy random goals because you're already doing things really well. So actually your main goal is just to be consistent. And she wants to go to bed a little bit earlier. So it's, okay, we'll set that to go to bed 10, 15 minutes earlier a couple of times a week, or slightly tweak. But there's no big crazy things we need to put in there, because that's not what building a healthy lifestyle is about. It's about doing all the small things consistently.
Yeah, because that's going to make the bigger goal happen.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Without the smaller things, and remember these smaller things, you're never going to get to that bigger goal.
No.
Like you say that, even with like going to bed 10 minutes earlier, like people would never think of that as a win.
No.
But that is such a win. If you're always getting to bed later and you go, I'm going to set myself twice a week, going to bed at 10 o'clock rather than 10:30 or whatever, and you keep doing that, eventually you'll get so used to doing it on those 2 days that you'll probably do it every day, and then it becomes a massive win.
Yeah.
But you need to start off small, fast.
Yeah.
And appreciate the fact that you've done that, because when you don't appreciate the fact that you've done those things, you think you're never progressing. When actually, when you tick off those positive things, it creates more productivity.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh yeah, I've done that. Oh yeah, I've done that. Oh, maybe I can go and do this.
Yeah.
Just because you're in that positive mindset. Whereas if you're constantly like, oh, I didn't manage to do that, I didn't want to do that. Oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Me talking like this makes me sound like, oh, I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't sound like I want to do anything, right? So you don't feel like you want to do anything if you're constantly thinking about all the negative little things that you didn't do that day. Whereas the more positive ones you can pick up, it makes you a bit more like, oh, and actually something you might not have done anyway because you feel so positive, you might actually go and get that done.
Yeah, 100%. You feel more motivated, don't you, when you're more positive, when you're noticing the positive things about your life. I suppose it is a lot of like negative reframing of when you have a negative thought, it is trying to then think about how can I reframe that into a positive way. Like, okay, I had that dessert, but I was out, I was with friends, I socialised, I had a really good time. It was my favourite dessert. I enjoyed every like bite of it. It was delicious. It made me feel good. Like, that's, you know what I mean? You can flip it, can't you? And be like, because that's part of life as well. Like, food is sometimes going to bring you joy, like, and that's fine. Like, you don't have to remove all of those desserts and things that you like.
100%. I mean, we're looking at going to Hungary just because so food can bring you joy.
Definitely.
And that's going to be a win when we get on that plane and go and get cookies.
Yeah.
It will not be a win if they don't have any.
No, we go all the way there and they're not there.
I would be so sad. But yeah, like, food is a social thing too. Like, it creates an environment and happiness, and a lot of cultures have food as that's the thing that they do, isn't it?
Yeah, like Italians and stuff, isn't it? It's all about being together and eating and all that kind of stuff. It's part of making people happy. But yeah, it is hard though, because I'm definitely someone that goes more towards the negative, and that's probably why I've suffered more with my mental health and stuff. And that was something I learned with the life coach, was trying to do the negative reframing. And I'm still trying to do it, and it's hard because your mind does automatically go there. It takes a lot of work to then try and turn that around, especially when you're busy, you've got other stuff going on, to then sit there and really acknowledge that, okay, that was negative, how can I change that? Like, it's hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. And I think, like, it then has an impact on, like, your performance and things like that. And I say that in a performance way, like, for me, for football. The more negativity you're around, the worse you play, because you think you're then bad. Like, but you always pick up in your game, you think, oh God, like, I specifically remember at the weekend, I passed this ball back and it was a terrible pass, and it went back to the other team near enough having a shot. And I thought, shit, that's come from me. Did anyone else remember it? Not one person remembered it. But I remembered it. Yeah. You know, and there'll be something else I'll do in the game, and I'm like, oh, do you remember when I did that? And they're like, no. But then someone else will be like, oh, do you remember when I did this? I'm like, no. Didn't even
didn't see it.
Yeah.
Because everyone's so like
wrapped up in their
what
own.
they're doing, unless you do something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like really, really ridiculous that everyone notices. Like, and you have to do something really bad for that to happen. Most people will not pick up on those small little things that you do wrong. Like, it's only you, and it's so easy. Like, I then have to think in my game. I'm like, right, I might have done that and that, but I also got us a free kick, which led us to a goal. So remember that, like the hard work I put in there, that caused us to score a goal. Like, okay, when I did this, this, and this, I might not have scored the goal, but because I did that, someone else scored.
Yeah.
Like, and I've had to work so hard to keep remembering those things.
Yeah.
Because they're not the main focus of my game. And it would always be, previous to that, when my confidence was so low, every time I got the ball, I thought, I don't want this ball.
Yeah.
Like, and then I'd screw it up. Because I had, like, such negativity around me. But now I'm like, no, don't worry about that one bad pass. I went back and tried to get it, or I tried to do this instead. Like you say, it takes a lot to get out of that negative mindset. But when you start doing it, like I say, it doesn't come instantly, but when you start doing it, it does make you feel better.
Definitely. I think as well, it's like, I think, a lot of the way you go into things is how well you are going to do something. Like I say, if you go into it negatively, you'll probably perform negatively. If you go into something positively, you'll do well. It's the same with like when you're working towards your goals. If you tell yourself you're going to have a bad week, oh, I'm really busy this week, I'm not going to have enough time, I'm not going to, like, if you go into that week with a negative headspace, it's like if something bad happens at the beginning of the day and then you say, wow, it's going to be a shit day now. And then you have a shit day because you told yourself that. Whereas I always think now, I'm like, oh, that's bad to happen, but that doesn't mean the rest of my day is now going to be awful because that one thing has happened. And then the rest of the day, and other things probably could have happened that you might have seen as bad, but you don't notice them as much because it's just a normal day. But
I always find myself when I go, oh, my day's going to be like that, isn't it? Like, no, don't think like that. Like, just keep going, you're fine. We'll ignore that happens. Like,
exactly.
Because like you say, once you start thinking that way, you set yourself up for that to be your day, or your week. Like you say, oh, I'm too busy, I can't fit that in. Well, you're actually going to be too busy because you've not even tried to fit it in. Yeah.
And it's like if you say, I'm going to try and do this.
We always... I text people back going, try?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I will. Okay,
cool. Yeah. Because as soon as you say you try, you're not going to do it.
No.
I'm going to try and go to the... Like, I said yesterday, and I literally said it to Sam last night, he was like, so we'll go for a run in the morning. I said, oh yeah, try. I said, oh yeah, probably. And that set me up to already go, like, I knew I wasn't going to do it, but then I already was thinking about like all the other things to it, and I should have just said, no, that's not the right thing for me to do tomorrow. But in my head, I'd already gone, probably. That's not going to happen then, is it?
Yeah.
Whereas like, if I'm like the gym, I'm going to the gym tomorrow, unless there are extreme circumstances, I will be at that gym tomorrow because I said I am going to go.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's those small little words. You might not think much of it at the time, but you have literally decided what you're going to do in that moment of saying something.
Yeah.
And like you say, might, try, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do. Okay, soon. Oh, do you want to come to this? Maybe. But you don't want to come. I already know what your answer is. Like,
yeah. I might see you there.
And you're not going to be there.
Yeah, 100%. So I think you've got to work on like the framing of how you want your week to go and stuff like that. Like, yes, you've got to celebrate the wins, but I also think you've got to focus on having that mindset of you can achieve things and you are going to do things as well.
Yeah.
Does that kind of all link in?
Yeah,
I think it does.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's just thinking like, when you think about your wins, let's think of some little ones, right? So it doesn't have to be something big. It could be literally like you've gone from drinking 1 glass of water a day to 2 glasses.
Yeah. It could be that you wake up 5 minutes earlier in the morning.
Go to bed 5 minutes later. Don't go later. You might decide, I want to read a book. You might only read a page. But that's a win because it's more than a page than you did before. Sometimes if I haven't got time, I'm like, even if I just read 1 or 2 pages, because I'm still 2 pages further ahead than I would have been.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
And it's still a massive win, especially if you're busy.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm going to do a 10-minute workout today because I've got so much on, but I know I can do 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or I might do a 10-minute stretch or something.
Yeah.
A 10-minute walk in the morning when I get up. I don't have time for anything else, but 10 minutes, that's fine. Even 5 minutes sometimes. Like,
Definitely.
Standing there and breathing.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that you actually got out of bed one day might be a win because there are some days where I get out of bed when I've had my few little breakdown moments, and I'm like, I mean, okay, there's a fine line, because I'm like, I needed that day sometimes to just sit on the sofa and do nothing. But sometimes the win that I've got out of bed and I've looked after myself is that win for that day. Do you know what I mean?
Brushing your teeth.
Brushing your teeth. Yeah.
Like in the shower, you might not have showered for 3 or 4 days if you feel like that.
Yeah.
And actually getting in the shower is a win.
Yeah. 100%. So sometimes just eating. Like maybe you've been someone that hasn't or skipped a lot of meals, and it might not have been the perfect lunches you've had each day, but you've actually had something to eat for lunch every day. You might not have done that before, or even had lunch one day, which you might not have done before. Like just every little thing.
You might have thought about meal planning. That's one thought closer to meal planning.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds ridiculous, but when you start noticing these things, you're like, oh, actually, I did think about this time.
Yeah.
Or like, you might go to coffee shops and pubs all the time, and you want to get out of the habit, but like, or you want to go to these places and not necessarily eat cake every time you go.
Yeah.
And the first few times you might eat cake, and then one day you might go, actually, today I'm not going to have it.
Yeah.
That's a massive win.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things. When people say there's been no wins this week, I'm like, there has to be one.
There has to be something.
Like,
yeah.
There has to be. Like, when we went to Spain, I think we said on podcast ages ago, the first day when we even said, like, hello to someone, we were like, we speak in Spanish, we said, like, like, tiny things, like, and then we were getting a bit more confident, we said a little bit more, or like, okay, I didn't say anything, but I understood what they were saying, that's cool, like, you know. Yeah. It's the small things that people don't realise, like I said, make the big goals happen. Yeah. Without the small wins, you're not gonna get there. Rome wasn't built in a day. No. It just turn up, did it? They built little bits of it, and then it created a massive city. Exactly. And I think that's what people need to remember. If you want to get somewhere, you've got to chip away, and the little wins are you chipping away at whatever that big goal is. Yeah. Progress over perfection. Yeah. We didn't get here like where we are, like straight away, did we? No. I never used to do 10,000 steps. I never used to do that many steps. Oh my god. Yeah. I didn't get a watch until, I can't remember, when I started the gym at 25, I think I was. But like, watches weren't a thing. Like, I might go out for a lunchtime walk when I worked in an office. Might not. Depends on if it rained or not. Like, yeah. I wouldn't go to the gym every day. I'd go a couple of times a week. That would be it. Didn't really know what I was doing. I actually had no idea what I was doing. Yeah. Wouldn't touch the weights. Would just go and do cardio, 40 minutes, see you later, goodbye, I'm done. Like, or even think, oh my god, I've got to go to the gym. Like, one session I turned up and I jumped on a boat wall and I went home. Watched my friend do a workout and went, you look like you had a great workout. Cool. I just bounced around on this thing for like 20 minutes and thought, oh, this is fun. Yeah. But like now, it's a whole different ballgame. Yeah. Because we've built the little habits, the little things. Like, definitely. I automatically will go out for a walk, whether I've got the dog or not. I will just do it. Yeah. I don't have to think about it. I like doing it, so it goes into my schedule. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like, I know a lot of people in their 20s obviously went out drinking and stuff more, but yeah, I literally used to go out drinking, didn't used to go really out walking at all, didn't go to the gym, would order a kebab sometimes the next day to the house being hungover, like eat pizza that I bought the night before that I put under the bed and then finish that off in the morning. Yeah, and then go and party in the next night. Exactly. And that was life, like bad sleep, headaches, hangovers, bad, like unhealthy food or less nutritious foods, like, yeah. And then bit by bit it was like, oh, I don't want to feel like this awful every single day anymore. So it was like, yeah, right, I'm going to start going to the gym, like you say, starting off on the cardio. I think because I started going with guys, I kind of got introduced a little bit to the weights because they were doing it. So I was like, oh, I'll give that a little try. Slowly, but again, probably did that wrong for years and years and years. And then I remember when you were doing your deadlift in front of me, and I was like, no, don't do that, you're yanking it, don't do this, don't do that. But again, you learn from it, right? Exactly. You have no idea when you turn up. Unless someone's guiding you, how the hell do you know? Exactly. You just kind of winging it and trying your best. Yeah, because I remember a PT doing the same to me. Yeah. He took a video of me. I was like, what do you mean I'm doing this wrong? Like, and he took a video of me and I went, oh, I see what you mean now. Yeah. I used to yank it as well. Yeah. But unless someone tells you, you don't know. Exactly. And then over the years, it's like, you just build these habits, but it has taken a long time. Yeah, and you create an identity for yourself. Like, you look at where you want to be. Like, I never wanted to start with that. Yes, I play football, but I never thought, oh,